tonight. You run around tweaking, chasing fares on the weekend. Finally got them damn teeth in. Still run around thieving. Jasmine Rice. It would have been nice to have it as a side tonight. Yes, for some Jasmine Rice. It would have been nice to have it as a side tonight. You worried about my Rico. Need to worry about Rico. Trailer finna get Rebo. Worry about the double-headed dildo. Jasmine Rice. Would have been nice to have it as a side tonight. Yes, for some Jasmine Rice. And it would have been nice to have it as a side tonight.
Where'd the Jasmine Rice at? Who got the rice? Who got it? You got it? You got it? Who got the rice?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nandy After Dark. I am your host, your coach, your girl, Coach Nandy. This is a special Patreon edition of Nandy After Dark. This is for paid supporters for this particular scheduled program. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me and supporting me. Definitely. I truly appreciate it. Not everyone can support. I do understand that. And, that's why I'll be online sometimes, some days, just like regular on our regular Facebook page and, etc. But this is for those of you who shelled out $20, and I definitely appreciate it. I have to go back behind the list and filter out some people, but I appreciate you guys for paying the fee and supporting and waiting right here for me to show up. I definitely appreciate that. Had a few people who couldn't get on, a few people who shouldn't have been on. I had to take them off too. And I'll continue to do that periodically. But there were people who couldn't get on tonight. And so I had to do a bit of hand holding. So I see some of them in here now. So thank you so much for you guys just being patient with me all the time. I really appreciate it. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? You hit the like button. Hi, Miss Roberta. Hi, everyone. Did Coach Dark. Y'all, it's a lot going on in the Facebook streets. It's a lot. It is quite a bit. I know yesterday I was saying that I was going to come on after the court case because everyone was waiting for Karina and Carmen to go to court yesterday. That didn't happen, obviously. And we're going to talk about why that didn't happen and some of the things that's been going down with Carmen and Tay since the court dates, and some of the commentary from other people like Tay's mom and what she had to say about, Tay's mystery illness, because we still don't know what the hell is wrong with her. I mean, do y'all know? Because I don't know. It's like the cancer thing. It was all Cancergate, the whole... the things when they went in and they removed the things that was connected to the things and thingamajittas and all the majittas and the thingamajittas. I mean, we never got a clear explanation as to what the hell happened, with her surgery, so-called surgery years ago. So we'll get into that and speculate about that some. We'll talk about that old fish shop food, Darius, with the with the lazy eye and the taco meat. We'll be talking about him too, and how he is just like his friend Nikki. They dispose people like they're paper plates all the time. They can't keep anyone around them because they stay in shit with people all the time. So we'll talk about that tonight as well. But how y'all doing? See, before we even get into that, let me say this before we officially kick off the show. So this format that we're in right now is a little bit different. So when we go live on Facebook, we have, several hundred people, over 1,000 people, 1,200, 1,300 people. And People are commenting all the time. In this format, this is more of a podcast format where I'll be doing most of the talking. You can certainly talk in the comments and engage with each other. I would love for you to, but you don't have to. Don't feel compelled, and you're not going to see a lot of comments because we don't have 1,200 people on right now watching. But again, this is a little bit of a different style in that, I'll still be interacting with you. I'm happy to do that, and I love to do that. But this is more of a kickback, relax. You can sit your phone down or put me up on your big screen because I'm on YouTube right now. If you don't know how to do that, you should definitely learn how to do it. It is incredible. Not just me, any of your favorite content creators, you can put them right up on the screen in your home and set your phone down. You can see everything better on the big screen and hear better and all that. So, kick back, relax, and, I'll do the talking. I'm happy to do that. But again, feel free to chime in or not in the comments. It's completely up to you. All right. All right, let's get started. Hi, Miss Whitfield. What's up? Hi, Miss Lots, my darling. Miss Patty, I'm glad you got on because, yeah. Hi, Jacqueline. Miss Frazier, Sawanda, what's up? You guys make sure you hit the like button, please. Do that for me. I would appreciate it. Miss Patty, I didn't think you was going to make it, but you did. Miss Roberta, Miss Linda, Donter. Hey, everyone. Let me do a quick housekeeping. It's opening. Y'all drink y'all water. This is water time. Listen, a lot of people have told me that they get their water in when they're watching our show. This will definitely be a good time for you to get a water bottle and fill it up along with me. Hold on. Got it. There we go. All right. That's what I needed to see. Get your water. Pour it up. Pour it up. Pour it up. Y'all know I have my water, child. When I'm not on with y'all, I still drink my water. But since I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you guys, and my throat gets a bit dry, this is a good time for me to drink water. But when I'm not on, like days I'm not on, I'm off the air, I don't get as much water as I should. I drink water still, but I probably only drink like a bottle a day or maybe two. But when I'm live with you guys, I drink my water in the daytime and then I drink a couple of these at night. Oh, it's so good, y'all. Alkaline water. Y'all know what's up. All right. Let's do a quick little housekeeping. I don't know how people just throw people away. I'm not one of those people at all, unless you violate me real bad. Other than that, okay, real quick. Don't get blocked. You guys are all paid supporters over here. So I doubt that I'll have to deal with the blockerization, have to, block people, because if you're over here, you paid your fee, you pay the money to be here, right? Which I certainly do appreciate. And you know the rules. So you're not like some stray person that just happened to find a live for free on Facebook. You all know who I am, which is why you signed up to come over here and enjoy the show. So you know the rules. No stickers, no alarms, bells, whistles, horns, ribbons, none of that. All right. No influencer names. We can use, I need to take this down. I need to customize this for our paid setting over here. We absolutely can use influencer names over here. Put them in the comments. Let's talk about them, whoever the fuck they are. Okay. But no BS. If you happen to be a Goldie or a Nosy or whoever you snuck over here, you're welcome. Everybody's welcome over here. You pay your fee, you're welcome to come over here, but don't get cute, because I don't care what they say and do on other pages. I don't care about that. But if you come over here with it, I'm going to get in that assy. All right? Don't do it. And don't make me do it. Copyright disclaimer. We're covered over here. In-house disclaimer. Everything that I say is alleged, allegedly. I don't know any of these characters in the storybook. All right? So everything that I say and that you type on my page, it's all allegations. It's alleged, allegedly. We don't know these folks. We're non-discriminatory. We talk about everyone. We're equal opportunity. Talk about her. Okay, we talk about everybody. We're an equal opportunity discussion board. Period. All right, anyone can get it, especially in this format. Whites, blacks, I don't care what your skin color is. I don't discriminate against people for stupid labels and boxes, these neat little boxes that we put people in society. Even someone's, creed and skin color and race and all that, that's still a box. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all spiritual beings, as I've talked about before here on this show, having a human experience here on this earth. All these other categories, it's just, they're all social constructs, period. All right. Gay, straight, metrosexual, transgender, black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, American, Brazilian, whatever. I don't care. All I care about is who you are as a person and how you show that. All right. Excuse me. I don't know why my voice is acting up right now. And then finally, hold harmless. Here in this space, we will be doing different things. I'm working with a natural homeopathic doctor to come on and talk with us and engage us about different natural remedies for a lot of the things that we suffer from, we human beings. Maybe they need to talk to Tay because, baby, this mystery illness, maybe they could crack the code on it, because if there's one to be cracked, because they be lying about so much shit, you never know. But if there is one to crack, perhaps they can crack it, because let Carmen tell it today. They running tests and this and that to see what's wrong, how they can, what she say? They running tests to see how they can fix what's wrong with my baby. Girl, ain't told us shit, okay? Just a bunch of bullshit. But I can't believe anything that Carmen and Tay says, because they set up there under oath. All right, under oath. I was talking to one of my two attorneys today, and we were talking about the people online and the different things that they're doing and all that stuff. And one of the things that what did she say? She said we were talking about Carmen and Tay. And we were talking about people who had in previous times when they were trying to guess the court date, or they saw it in the system and they thought that's what it was, that they were at court. They showed up, like people online were showing up. And we were talking about that and the things that that they could put in place, or that they have put in place, etc. And Carmen is, what was I going to say about her? It's so many different thoughts going through my mind. It was about Carmen and Carmen going down to the courthouse that time. Oh, Carmen lying at the courthouse. That's what we were talking about. She was like, well, what is the purpose? Like, why are they doing this? And actually what happened was she looked in the system and she saw the charges for Cobb County, and she was like, what is this about? And I told her, and I said, it's an internet thing. One of the influencers online got so pissed that I was putting the spotlight on her, that she went to court and she lied about me stalking her. She said I had people go to Vegas to fight her, which y'all know damn well I did not. She said I had people showing up at her job, so she made up all these lies to get my bond pulled. I was explaining this to my attorney, and she was like, and I told her that they paid $20 in Cobb County to get me thrown in jail based off a bunch of lies. And she said she could definitely go to jail for that, because she committed perjury under oath. Because when you go down there and you put that shit on the paper, you have to swear. Literally, the judge comes to the window when you do one of those warrants, and you have to put your hand up, and you have to swear and attest that everything that you're saying is true before it even goes to trial, before they even take that paperwork and $20 from you. The judge comes to the window, a judge comes to the window, goes to the window and swears you in. And then when you get in court, like we were in court, you have to, again, hold your hand up and swear that what you're saying is true. Carmen lied on that paper and to even get an audience in front of a judge, and she lied in court, both of them, and had me thrown in jail. So I was telling my attorney that today, and she was talking about how Carmen could definitely be prosecuted for that, both of them, because that's against the law, and all that stuff. So anyway, we're going to have, I digressed a bit, we're going to have different people come on to our show for the whole harmless piece, to talk with you guys about a lot of really cool and interesting things, kind of like how Lexi was on our show, The Gut Whiz, and gave us a lot of incredible information and stuff. But the natural homeopathic physician doctor who will be coming on, that's going to be a lot of fun, because we all have something that's ailing our bodies, whatever it may be. Somewhere it could be a toothache, constant migraines, joint pain. You had a body part replaced, like a knee or hip or whatever. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, a lot of different things. We are all suffering from different things, because these bodies are not designed by God to withstand the test of time in a perfect manner. So that'll be a lot of fun, talking to someone who will have an answer for almost everything that you're suffering from and how to treat that. So, all right, let's get out of here. And let's close you down. I'm back. Hi, Leslie. Good evening. Woo! What a good. Okay. So let's get into a few things. Let's talk about what happened with the court thing. All right. Let's talk about that, because, once again, we're not going to get any real answers from Carmen and Tay. So we're always left to speculation. What happened? What might not happen? So as you all know, just level setting, Carmen, Pappy, and Karina were set to go to court on Tuesday. Yesterday. What's today? Wednesday? Yesterday. They were set to go to court yesterday, Tuesday. And Karina said Carmen is using my videos, even though you told her not to. She's been using them excessively. We want something done about her. And we want Carmen pulled off the internet. And we want money. We want this. We want that. And so that didn't happen. The court date. There was a court date set for yesterday for Karina's demands. And in the 9th hour, 11th hour, 9th ending, Carmen filed a case against Karina, stating that Karina was in fact infringing upon her things that belong to her, and things that were proprietary to her, like her face, her likeness, and etc., on the cookbooks and the bottles and all that stuff. Just a stab in the dark, as far as I'm concerned, trying to give an answer to Karina's demands. And did that on Friday, and then the court was on Tuesday. Well, Karina showed up to court. I was not on the Zoom, but someone, one of our informants here on the show, was on the Zoom, and they saw Karina there sitting, waiting for the Zoom to begin. And unfortunately, Carmen did not show up. This means a couple of things, all right? Carmen didn't show up to court because I don't know why she didn't. I don't know the reason, but when you don't show up to court and the plaintiff is there, the people were there, they're in position, like Karina was there and her team was there, that means that you didn't show up to court at the last minute. This was not something planned. This was not something that you gave a professional courtesy to, because if you're not going to be to court, first of all, you have to show up to court. But if you're not going to be in court, you have an attorney. That's what you would tell your attorney. Hey, I'm not coming. She didn't even tell her attorney, seems like. Hey, I'm not going to be in court. And what the attorney will do is immediately let the court know, so the court's not looking for you, and let the plaintiff know, let Karina know. Karina didn't know because she was in court, which means that Carmen did this shit at the last second. All right. She, at the last second, she did this. All right. And this is very suspicious to me because she had plenty of time. Tay supposedly went to the hospital on Friday, according to her own words. We'll watch some footage of that. Not Friday, on Monday. Supposedly went on Monday. And if that's the case, if Tay had this big emergency Monday night, the day before court, if she went to the hospital, why didn't Carmen let her attorney know right away so that Karina didn't show up? And so the court wasn't looking for her. Now, probably what has happened is a bench warrant has been issued for her arrest. And if it hasn't, it should have been, because she was a no call, no show for court. Karina was sitting there. That lets me know that nobody let anybody know that Carmen wasn't going to be there. This is trifling. Huh? This is very trifling. It's very irresponsible. This is a stall tactic. Y'all know my court date has been rescheduled over and over. I want my shit to go, okay? But I just want this to be done and over with. I want mine to go, please. But Carmen, this is a stall tactic. She's stalling. And by not showing up to court, when you have a date and you don't go, that's an instant bench warrant. So there might be one out there already for her arrest. And when she does show up to Georgia, she might get arrested just for that. But what happens? Well, a bench warrant is not 100% guaranteed, but a lot of times they will issue a warrant, or they'll go ahead and change the date if you have a good attorney and they schmooze it over. So they have changed the date, and the date is Valentine's Day. And that's what she get. You done played in the court's face. And now, a day where Tay wants all the attention on her. I mean, that's every day. But Valentine's Day, she wants all the attention. And now they're not going to be able to do whatever it was that they planned to do, at least not during the period that court's in. I mean, court's not going to be all day, but that's still part of your day that's dedicated to dealing with your foolishness that you've been doing online. She should have just went. She should have went yesterday. And, went before the judge and you know what I'm saying? And face the facts. Maybe they still looking around for that video of Karina that she said Karina was talking about her. I don't know what they're doing, but I do know that they played in the court's face. And I don't know, they thought that the court was going to push it out to like next year or something. No, they gave them the following week. So they will be scheduled to be back in court in the days coming up. And we will definitely be reporting on it in the days coming up. All right. Okay. The reason that they claim, as you all know by now, that they didn't go to court is because supposedly Scrappy came down with a mental illness. She came down with a mystery illness. All right. As you can see in the picture, she is in the hospital drinking soda pop, strawberry pop out of a cup, a hospital cup, honey. She's in the bed. They doing skits, baby. They doing, they laughing, they're joking. She's up walking around in her street clothes, huh? She is doing the absolute most. They're both of them. They're doing the most. They're collecting stars and online, period. If what you have going on is so serious that you missed courts, a Zoom call at that, let's be clear. They didn't even have to go into court. This is why the judge should have came down hard on them. You don't even have to go to court. All you had to do was turn your camera on. And clearly you can do that because you in the hospital with your camera on. Huh? You're live in the hospital. You couldn't go live for the courtroom in the same way? That's crazy to me. That's absolutely insane. So they're live and they're cutting up and laughing and talking and doing the most, doing everything, child. Tay looks perfectly fine, moving around fine, and disconnecting her IV and all kinds of stuff. All right. Don't look like anything's wrong with either of them. Not to the point where you can't get on a virtual meeting for your very important court case. Huh? So, I was trying to understand why Tay or what the illness was. Was she going to tell us? Because you're going live from the hospital. You must be about to tell us. Now, y'all have to remember, Tay is the same person who faked anxiety attacks before, and got herself admitted to the hospital on a psych code 5150 Baker Act, and to manipulate situations, to manipulate her ex-husband to coming back, going back to her and not leaving the marriage. We heard Mr. Mobley say that himself to me. All right. And then manipulating Carmen. And when Carmen said that she wasn't going to deal with her anymore when they first met, after she found out about her background, and Karina and everybody was saying, get away from her. Tay called little baby, Karina's little baby, and, questioned him down like she was in the FBI about Carmen's whereabouts, honey. Little baby, under 10 years old. Okay? Called his phone to tell Carmen to get on that motherfucking midnight train to Georgia, from Georgia, and get to Houston and come see about her. Now, this is days after they met. This is not a year later, even 6 months, 5, 4, 3, 2 months. None of that. This is days after they met. This is the kind of manipulation that Tay does. All right. And it's really tragic and sad. And she was in the hospital then, acting out of it. Even her own mother gave a statement, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's look at some of the stuff that Tay is trying to that they're doing in the hospital, which is absolutely positively beyond ridiculous to me. All right. I mean, it's beyond ridiculous. And then some of the stuff that she's even saying in that hospital, about how she's on morphine. We're going to talk about that too, because she's on morphine, and, and I mean, this is bizarre. This is bizarre behavior, period. We haven't seen her Tay laid up in a hospital bed since her sinuses, and all that, like last year sometime. When has she ever been in the hospital for a mystery illness that she needed morphine for, and that they hospitalized? They don't keep you in the hospital these days. Let me tell you something, huh? They do not keep you in the hospital. The insurance won't pay for it. Point blank, period. And as somebody pointed out, she had to give her name here in this hospital setting when she was live, and they asked her about her name. They confirmed, because a lot of times when they give you medication, they want you to confirm your name and date of birth, so they make sure, because they've had so many incidents where people have OD'd and died because they got the wrong dosage. They got a dose intended for someone else in all of these hospitals. So now they'll say, verify your name for me, your date of birth, especially before they give you any kind of medicine like a narcotic or insulin or anything that can kill you, okay? Or anything, they just verify. So she goes, Costa. Baby, why are you using the name Costa? Huh? Aren't you Riley Smith? Huh? Or Smith? I mean, why are you using the name Costa? That's crazy to me. That she's using that name. Why aren't you using your married name? Somebody said in our private group that she's probably using the name Costa because she's getting the Obamacare. Obamacare is a very negative term for the Affordable Care Act, right? White conservative Republicans gave it the name Obamacare to try to demonize it, and make it seem like it's something terrible. And it's really not. It's a way for Americans to obtain affordable insurance through a tax credit that they give you, that the government gives you. So anyway, someone was saying that she probably used the Costa because that's how she signed up for the Obamacare, because they won't be able to the Affordable Care Act, because same thing, but I'm not going to be using that rhetoric that they be using to try to tear down a genius program that a black man president came up with. We ain't doing that. The Affordable Care Act, she probably do have a plan under that, I'm sure. And of course, they're not reporting their Facebook income because she wouldn't qualify for an Affordable Care Act plan at all. So I thought that was really interesting that she did that. Sounds like a mental illness or breakdown to me. She needs prayers. They don't give you morphine for a mental health illness at all. They don't give you morphine for that. Girl, you gotta be dead to get morphine these days in a hospital. Definitely. What state there? Houston. You gotta be dead. Even if you break bones nowadays, they don't give you narcotics in a hospital. They don't give you morphine at all. At all. And certainly not intravenously while you in the hospital walking around and looking and doing fine. No. Oh no, they don't do that. So it's certainly not for a mental illness. So unless she lying about the morphine part, which I have my opinion on that, we're gonna listen to her say that and then we'll talk about it. But I just don't believe it. Hi, Miss Roberta, my love. When the body ages, we have to learn how to care for it. Yes, that's right. Absolutely. Miss Patty said, I'm here. Thanks. I appreciate you. All right now. I'm glad you're in. Ms. Locke said it must not be serious. She is still styling and profiling. What you know about styling and profiling, Miss Locke? But that's exactly right. It must not be too serious. She's doing all that stuff. Took is a psychopathic maniac. Miss Patty says she faking. Okay, I could believe it. Sounds like a mental illness or breakdown to me. Are you sure they gave her morphine? That's what she said. But we at this point, we're talking about two people, Carmen and Tay, who are pathological liars, who came up with this big plan to get out of their fucking court dates that happened yesterday. We're talking about these two. And of course they're gonna, play it up and pretend, do all the great pretending. I mean, are we even sure they were in the hospital? You literally, as an influencer, did y'all notice? Like, there are places that you can rent out. Like, you can rent out whole ice cream shops or sets designed to look like an ice cream shop or a studio audience or a hospital. Different things like hospital setting, not a whole hospital, but they have staging areas where they do like whole hospital rooms, because everything is centered around social media now. So you literally can do different skits and all that kind of stuff in different settings. I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them at all. I ain't hear nail machine beeping like you do in the hospital. And even if they are in the hospital, they never said what it was for, and they just suddenly appeared in the hospital the day they were supposed to go to court. So come on now. Come on now. She needs an excuse for her schoolwork, Miss Roberta. You might be right. Rochelle, hi Rochelle. Rochelle said definitely on a 72-hour hold. And that's not morphine. It's a saline solution to flush the lines. Girl, there's two lies so much. It's ridiculous. Let's look at some of the footage though. Because, baby, they doing a lot in this hospital room, honey. A whole lot. I mean, a whole lot. Doing skits and shit. Some of them I can't replay because, baby, I'm not getting my page or, our, even YouTube definitely don't play with the songs and the music and shit. I'm not doing that. So that part where Carmen bust in the room talking about where have you been? Nobody loves me like you do. Nobody. With her rhythmless ass, rhythmless nation. I had to pull the sound from all that because did she see a nurse or attendant? Did not see a nurse or attendant. I heard somebody go in the room. For all the fuck I know, it was Avion. Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? Or that lady who was up there. I have no idea. It's all very suspicious. That's what I do fucking know. That's what I do know. Let me see. Hold on. Your lying ass. Here you go. Yeah. Say you need to stop. They both need to stop their shit, boy. It's too much. Okay, so here's the now. Tay's supposed to be sick to the point, huh? Where they are, which she's debilitated to the point where they can't go to court from a Zoom call, not physically fly in. Maybe I wouldn't even believe it then, but just to hit that live button for the Zoom, like you hit live from the hospital. This is the kind of stuff they were doing in the hospital. I took the music out because I'm not playing with my money. Hold on. Cutting up in the hospital, both of them. And notice Tay has, let me take this, just dancing and singing and shit and doing skits. Notice that Tay has her soror blanket, you know, across her back, her lap, her sorority blanket across her lap. You still wearing blankets and repping the sorority when you haven't even paid your damn dues? But you boasting and want people to know. See, again, when you wear these colors, that pink and that green, that opens doors for you. That opens opportunities for you. That softens hearts towards you. That puts you in almost like an elite category, right? In an elite space in people's minds. When they see you wearing those colors, they automatically assume certain positive things about you. And so Tay bringing this blanket, huh, to the hospital so that whoever walks in the room, the nurses, the doctors, if she's in one, can see that she, is an AKA, is also suspicious to me. Because you won, but you don't go to any of the things, and you haven't paid the fees to even be bragging about how you won. You're not. So why she got this blanket sprawled across her lap like this is crazy to me. So, they're in the hospital dancing and carrying on and doing all stuff. Marvette, what's up, girl? They're in the hospital dancing and doing skits, to get money. They had the cash app up. They had asking for stars and all of this kind of shit, right? For somebody who's so debilitated that she ain't even go to court. You best believe, baby, when my true court date comes, okay, back in the spring, I talked to my attorney, and it may be toward the end of summer. But when my true court, whenever it is, I'm gonna let y'all know right here. Well, I'm gonna let everybody know on my main page. But you better believe my motherfucking ass is going to be present and accounted for, because first of all, I'm not trying to go to jail on some fucking technicality. I'm not trying to go to jail, period. But I'm definitely not trying to go to jail on some technicality because I didn't show up for my real court date. That's number one. Number two, they got $20,000 of my motherfucking money, cash. I'm going to my court dates. You can best believe that shit. All right. Going to court is, you have to go to court when it's time for you to go to court, unless you are in the hospital with a debilitating disease. She's in the hospital, but she's up doing skits, walking and talking. Why couldn't you hit that Zoom button and talk to them? And not even Tay. It's Carmen who was the one who's supposed. This is just ridiculous as hell. But they didn't push the date back into the spring or fall of next year. They said, all right, we got you. Get your ass down there to the welfare next week on the 14th. Huh? Okay. All right, let's look at some of the foolery, child. I couldn't put the sound on that one because I ain't about to pull my videos because no. All right. Carmen rhythmless ass over there dancing and singing. She wasn't singing, but she was lip syncing. Let's look at the morphine accusation first. All right. I mean, I call it an accusation because I don't believe it, and I'm accusing her of lying about it. All right. Let's take a look at this. What she says about the so-called morphine.
Oh, Lisa, no, I didn't. I'm going to do it today, though, because I'm under the influence of the medicine, and I don't want to be trying to complete my assignment while I'm up on morphine.
Ah, Tay, you lying. First of all, I've been watching Carmen and Tay, like all of us, since Tay's been on the scene in June. And I also know when Tay is lying with the shifting of the eyes, like she did here. And I can't because I'm under the influence of morphine. Girl, stop your damn lying. Let's run that back because your ass is lying, bitch.
My big vault. Lisa, no, I didn't. I'm going to do it today, though, because I'm under the influence of the medicine, and I don't want to be trying to complete my assignment while I'm up on morphine.
Say what now?
You got stickers to share?
Say what now, Tay? I know for a figgity fact that they not giving you no motherfucking morphine because you want a Baker Act. So she not in there under that. I would say so, but she's not. They're not giving you morphine. Period. Point fucking blank. I don't give a fuck how much pain you are in. They're not giving you any kind of narcotic at all. Not these days. They're not. So her saying that she was, and she's, let me say this too. If they're giving Tay morphine like she claimed, huh? And she's sitting there on that camera, just like I'm sitting here, coherent, clear of mind, lucid, all of that. What kind of morphine are they? What kind of, you have to be a cracked out crackhead, morph, perk, narcotic taker to the highest degree to be sitting on camera saying that you got morphine in your body, but you're still coherent and you're able to talk and you're up and about and you're on live. I don't have anything in my system. Anything. Well, maybe some heartburn medication. Y'all know how that goes. Nothing. Okay. They come take any kind of hair nail test from me. I don't have shit in my system at all. If they gave me morphine right now, I'd be somewhere asleep. I'd be knocked the fuck out. I'd be incoherent. Huh? I wouldn't be on live talking to you guys the way that I am at all. I'd be sluggish, sleep. I would be out. So you telling me they gave you morphine, either you're lying, which I don't believe they gave you morphine, because where's your broken bone at? They got to literally see a broken bone sticking out your skin. Today, with this war on narcotics, they have to see a bone sticking up out of your body to give you morphine in the hospital. They're not doing it, period. Especially through your IV. They're not doing that. And morphine at that, girl, no. Absolutely not. So either you have a very, very high tolerance because you take narcotics on a regular, and that happens. That's exactly what happens. If you take narcotics on a regular, your body develops a dependency on it, right? You become very dependent on it. And, you require more and more and more because your tolerance level becomes higher and higher and higher, right? So either you have an extremely high tolerance level because you take narcotics on a regular, or you're lying. It's one or the other, because you would not had any drugs in your system at all, and they gave you a morphine in your IV intravenously, and you sitting on camera doing skits and talking. And no, I don't believe it for 1 second. Stop it. So yeah. So then she gets on camera with Carmen because, they got to get their little alibi together about why they didn't go to court, child, and how they was in the hospital, et cetera, et cetera. And Carmen calls her. Where the fuck is Carmen going? She told me she got to go. She's not at the hospital. She got to, didn't she say she was leaving town? She got to go. I don't know if she said she got to go to Atlanta, but she's leaving town. Where you going, girl? Huh? Where is your ass going? You don't have to, it's just crazy. Okay, let's see. They might have required and mandated that because Carmen missed, she was a no call, no show for court, not just missed it. She was a no call, no show for court. We know this because Karina was sitting up in court waiting for it to start. If Carmen had let them know in advance, Karina wouldn't have been there. So they might have mandated that for the 14th that she's there in person, because we tried to give you a pass and let you go on a Zoom call, but now we want your ass here in person because you playing in our fucking face. So maybe that's why she's coming to Atlanta. I don't know. And she also said that she had to run some errands. What fucking errands you got to run? I mean, to go and run and get Tay some pineapple pancakes, because that's one of the things she was talking about. Going to get Tay these so-called pineapple pancakes and, you know, and all the stuff that she was doing. I thought Tay was so sick and out of it. What the fuck is she? Okay, let's look at this next video, because shit ain't adding up. It's not adding up. I don't believe a word of it. I do not believe a word of it. And this does not bode well for Carmen to have a Zoom call. All you got to do is hit the fucking live button and be a no call, no show for that against something that, when you did something that the judge said don't do and you kept doing it. Now it's time to face the judge and you a no call, no show. The courts don't like that, especially this judge. I know she tired of all this shit with them, this back and forth. Get this shit. There we go.
I mean, she's on morphine. She was in a lot of pain last night. She was in a lot of pain this morning. So when she
pause, this is Carmen now talking about how Tay's on morphine and how she's in a lot of pain and this and that and the third, and they gave her morphine. With pain where? They're not giving you morphine because you got pain. I'm telling you this. And what pain? They're just making this shit up. Definitely. And they never told us the source of the pain, but let's keep listening. Sorry.
she's upbeat and feeling well, I encourage her. I'm not there. Nobody's there with her to go online and, you know, talk to you guys. Because you guys y'all encourage her, y'all uplift her. And I love and appreciate each and every one of y'all for that.
The fake tears.
Look, I was trying to get out of here. I've been trying to get out of here since.
I heard that. I didn't like that.
I've been trying to get out of here since Monday night.
Well, you weren't trying to get out. This is the first time I heard you say that to the doctor when he came was on the phone. You said, "Well, am I getting out of here today? I'll be back up there. I'll be up there soon."
I know. Well, I'm talking about Monday night before she came and said that I was staying. I was ready to go.
Yeah, nobody wants to be in the hospital. You don't get any sleep. They poking you. I mean, they coming in, they drawing blood. Certain hour every so many hours, they sticking her in her hands. They doing this and they're trying to find, a solution to what's going on to make my wife better.
That is absolutely accurate. But
So
it's
she
hot.
come on here, and that's the thing. And if you come on here, because people don't watch TV anymore, and we have these platforms, and if she come on here and she's talking to you guys, thank y'all for coming on and encouraging her and laughing and joking with her and keeping a smile on that beautiful face.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Girl.
And I'm
asking. Go
what's
ahead.
your question?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody said they just got out the hospital. It ain't no fun. It ain't no fun. I know when I was in the hospital, now I told
Child. Hold on one second. They need to fucking stop. They need to stop their lies and them fake cries that she was doing. Oh, thank you, babe. This is all, yeah, whoever can't see this, I know the judge by now has Carmen and Tay's page information. And, maybe the judge is not looking, but they're, clerks and all that stuff is part of their job to keep abreast of, especially when you have like a social media beef like this. Who's doing what, and how much validity and credibility a person has when they go crying wolf about somebody's doing something to them. They keep tabs on things like this, right? They have staff to do that, literally. And seeing Tay sit up here and do this fake ass cry right
I was trying to get out of here. I've been trying to get out of here since.
I heard that.
I've been trying to get out of there.
I've been trying to get out of here since Monday night.
Well, you weren't trying to get out. This is the first time I heard you say that to the doctor.
She was there Monday night. There was nothing stopping her attorney, Carmen's attorney, from there was nothing stopping Carmen from telling her attorney, "Oh, my wife's in the hospital with something very serious. It's serious enough for morphine, and they're going to keep her." They don't fucking keep you in the hospital these days, unless you're there on a crazy hold, or unless you're there. She claimed her doctor, she went to the doctor. We're going to look at that piece in a minute. She claimed she went to her doctor for something and her doctor sent her to the hospital. The only time that happened to me was one time I went to the doctor for cramps. It was my OBGYN. He's deceased now, old Asian guy. Went to my doctor, first time I ever had a male OBGYN. Went to the doctor for severe menstrual cramps, and he suggested that I get a D&C done, where they scrape down the walls of your uterus, and your periods become more regular like that. So he suggested that I set an appointment to go to the hospital. He didn't say go right now, because that's not an emergency thing, right? My menstrual cramps were really bad and I was having irregular periods. And so he suggested he didn't suggest, his staff schedule some time for the procedure for me to go to the hospital. That's the only time I've ever had that happen to me, ever. And if you do for other people who go to their doctor, they say, "Oh, go to the ER right away." You got to have something very, very, very debilitating going on that your doctor discovered, running blood tests, et cetera, et cetera. So her just going there and showing up and they say, "Go to the hospital, get down there to the welfare right now." I don't believe it. I don't believe it for one fucking second at all. And it so conveniently happened on the eve of the court day. I don't believe it. Hold on. Let me get her thing pulled up here. I don't believe it for 1 second. Hold on. This is my French toast. Bitch, appetite ain't going on nothing. Hold on, let me show y'all this shit. Because, girl, you want to stop playing in people's damn face. Let me pause this. Ciao, bye. Ciao, bye. Somebody said a solution or diagnosis. Nothing. Oh, that's what Carmen said. They need to find something to, they up here sticking and poking my wife and all of that stuff, and they trying to find what's wrong. Well, she's not find a solution to what's wrong with her. Get the fuck out of here. That don't even sound right. Find a solution to what's wrong with. Bitch, tell us what's wrong with her first. Let's start there. Because, we some Facebook sleuths now. We probably already know the solution to the problem. Tell us what the problem is. Marvette, Rochelle, Miss Roberta, Miss Lots, Miss Patty, Leslie, Miss Whitfield. I mean, Sawanda. Y'all probably already know the answer Y'all probably already got a solution worked out for what's wrong with it. Let us know, and one of y'all will surely know how to treat it and cure it. Let me see. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
I gotta show y'all the sausage link.
The sausages, bitch, sitting up there eating and everything.
Hey, Crystal.
Look at her.
Thank you, Tamika. Did y'all see Carmen on TikTok cutting up last night? Did y'all see that? Hey, Sean. Kisses back to you. G, I got moved to a private room last night. Carmen showed her whole behind on TikTok. Tried to kick me out my own bed. Had me moving all around, adjusting the bed. You saw the reel of her busting in the room. Child. I gotta show y'all the sausage link. It's very unflattering. I need some grill marks, something. This doesn't even look done. Mm-mm. You know, when it comes to food, it has to look appetizing first, even if it's bad. Can it at least look appetizing? Even if it's bad. I'm about to show y'all my French toast. Lisa said, yuck. What's up, Janelle? This is my French toast. This is my French toast, y'all. I'm not going to be able to eat that. That's right, Mary. You eat with your eyes first. Wait, what was that? My bond money is in the comments. Oh, my God. I'm going to see if Carmen can bring me something. Because, baby, I'm not going to be able to do that. Look at this sausage. Martrell. Don't. Martrell. Do not try to make this sound appetizing. Vicky, it doesn't look good. And it's 10:10. So I'm just going to drink my juice. You know what, Patricia? It looks like it could be my finger. Look at that. My finger and the sausage. Right, Janice. And I bit into it because I'm like, okay, maybe there is hope. I took one bite and spit it out. I wasn't able to do it. It's a little pink on the parts that's supposed to be brown. Right, Keith? I'm not messing with that. Child, things. Oof. Oh, Shocky, you just got done playing. It's Monopoly Go.
Baby bed, and then I'm snoring. So she done been up 48 hours pretty much. But I think we got 3 hours of sleep the night before, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably snoring, and she's the one sick, and she can't rest. So I was happy to come home and lay in our bed and let her scratch out in that bed. But guys, it is serious. Someone's in the hospital. It is serious, and y'all just keep my tay in y'all prayers. Very, very stressful, and we stay in prayer about her health, and God has got her.
This just came out of nowhere.
That was beautiful.
All of it.
That was beautiful.
So
Hey,
when
I
people
have a
say that
question.
you're there saying that you're nonchalantly, y'all have no idea.
You may not see everything. Y'all caught a glimpse. I was a little emotional last night when we got on live, but that's what happens. There's peaks and flows.
It's a roller coaster, and then I'm in her ear, and I'm actually fussing at her this morning, and actually stressed out and concerned at the same time, because I want answers. I want procedures done. And certain things can't be done now, and so she's like, "Well, babe, I'm doing the best I can, and I can't make them do this, and I can't make them do that." Well, when I'm there, if I don't miss the doctors, it'd be a whole different conversation when they're in the room. I know your nerves be shot when I be in the doctors, because I'll be back up there. I just got a few more things to do.
Yeah, she about to come back up here and cut up.
I mean, everything, each and every one of our lives is in God's hands, and they're trying to give her the best care. And nobody's going to let anybody. I don't care if you have insurance or don't have insurance. Ain't none of these doctors going to let you stay in the hospital, not even for one day, if it ain't serious. In fact, they try to push you out the ER. So if you go upstairs, there's a reason why my wife is upstairs.
But I'm not allowed to smile. I'm not allowed to.
If you let's pause for a moment. Let's put this in perspective now. Come on now. Hold on. This thing is something. Let's put this into perspective. Carmen is exactly right. If you don't have a serious enough condition, you will not be admitted to the hospital. Carmen is exactly right about that. She's right. You have to have something very, 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 something that they can't treat. It has to be something that if they triage you, they're going to. But Taste claimed her doctor sent her there, so whatever it was, she claimed it was bad enough. Let's not forget, Tay is a nurse. She is a nurse. I know a lot of y'all don't like that, but she is a nurse. And being a nurse, she knows exactly what to say to get the fuck upstairs. Don't be confused now. She knows exactly what to say to get upstairs in the hospital, to say what's wrong with her. She could have said she got internal bleeding. She when she pee, blood comes out. If she shit, blood comes out, and that, or whatever it may be, that she was throwing up blood. She definitely could say that, because they could test your urine to see if there are red blood cells in it, so that'll be out the window. She knows what to say. She's a nurse. This is her field. Okay? So don't tell me, they're not going to send you upstairs if you don't have something very wrong with you. Yes, that's true. But Tay knows how to massage the situation, and she knows the words to say to get her ass upstairs. And if they giving you morphine for something, you walking around just fine. You speaking coherently. So this shit's not adding up. And to make matters worse, to make the situation even worse, you're planning people's faces, and you're not even fucking telling people what you're really in there for. You're not. But you want people to send you cash apps, stars, trinkets on a TikTok. You want people to do all this, that, and the third, but you don't want people to know why you're in the fucking hospital? All of a sudden, on the eve of court? Okay, let's keep watching. Somebody said she has the eating pain.
I don't know. I guess I'm just supposed to be like sad in the face and crying and all of that stuff. And then sometimes you just say, this is what it is, and I have to deal with it. And that's it.
And I mean, she's on morphine. She was in a lot of pain last night. She was in a lot of pain this morning. So when she's upbeat and feeling well, I encourage her. I'm not there. Nobody's there.
They love it. This is the second or third time we done heard about the morphine, so they definitely pushing that agenda. But okay.
With her to go online and talk to you guys, because you guys y'all encourage her, y'all uplift her, and I love and appreciate each and every one of y'all for that.
Look, I was trying to get out of here. I've been trying to get out of here since.
Go ahead, babe.
And then that moment will be over with.
Her face looked bloated. Y'all, let me pause this for 1 second. Let me explain something to y'all, okay? Yeah, I will take my picture down and blow this whole screen up so y'all can see everything. I don't hear one motherfucking machine in this so-called hospital. Blip, boop, beep, brrr. I don't hear none of that. I don't hear any of it. And I promise you, if you in the hospital, baby, you hooked up to all kind of motherfucking monitors. The heart monitor. Oh yes, I don't see any strings or leads, as they're called. I don't see any leads from the heart monitoring machine, which they would surely have her on, and they're giving her morphine. Let me break this shit on down, because you ain't about to play in my motherfucking face. She don't have on any of the leads and the little sticky pads they put on you and connect the leads to it for the heart machine. None. And you don't hear that motherfucking beep beeping in the background. You hear nothing. You hear complete silence. That's what you hear. The oxygen machine, she don't have on her little thing for the oxygen thing. Oh, she got the long motherfucking nails. Well, they would have cut them down because they got to put that oxygen thing on your thing, for your oxygen and your pulse. Huh? They need that pulse monitor on, no doubt. She don't have that on. What else? Everything. All the machines you be hooked up to in the hospital. Them shits make a lot of noise. They're blipping and beeping all the time. Every day. All day when you in the hospital. Now, let's switch back to her video and see how dead silent, like a tomb, it is in this room she's in. Okay, let's listen. Well, you ain't gonna hear no announcement over the PA. They don't do that in hospitals anymore, but you don't hear a motherfucking bitch ass thing. Let's listen. Let me take my face down so y'all can see the whole screen with her.
Oh, we got about 10 more minutes.
Dead silent.
And if anyone would like to come on and do the prayer, that would be great.
Dead motherfucking silent. Dead silent. And those machines loud.
Hmm.
And there's always a bell on it ringing and dinging in all the hospitals.
Yes, my allergies. My allergies. You know, my allergies do act up every now and then. Yes, the thing about moments is that they do pass. And you know, when you see like, you know, messy comments, oh, you're taking up a bed, they just not gonna let me stay in here, okay? And I don't want to stay in here. I've been trying to leave, but the thing is they try to get you out of here. People have a baby, they be trying to get them out of here the next day. Period.
That's true. She know the rules. That's true.
Y'all know that.
You know it too. We know you know you a nurse.
All right, Sabrina, have a good one.
Let me explain something to y'all. Y'all know that I've worked in healthcare my entire professional motherfucking career. Okay. You don't see or hear one machine. It's radio silent in that bitch except for her voice. She's not hooked up to any machines, any monitoring devices. If you in there and you is that serious that you made it upstairs, bitch, you going on every machine they got. I promise you that. I promise you that. At minimum, you're going to be hooked up to the whatchamacallit, to the EKG machine. You ain't got no leads on your fucking body, baby girl. None on your arm. I'm looking at your arm. That's where they stuck you. And they put a piece of cotton there on her arm. No leads. None of those sticky pads with the leads attached for the EKG machine. Because if you in there and it's that serious that they got to put you on morphine, you're going to be monitored on many different machines. Okay? That's a dead giveaway. And as Rochelle said, and I fucking agree, Rochelle said she's either suicidal, or she claimed to be, or homicidal. And she had a plan that will get you on lockdown quick. Yeah. The room she's in looks like a 5150 hole. But that whole piece about morphine, the fact that they were even, first of all, you don't want to, you're so secretive. You're so secretive that you don't want to tell us what's wrong with you, but you're going to tell us an intimate piece of your so-called care program in that room, that you're getting morphine. You want, and they pushed that a few times. Tay said it, Carmen said it. You want us to believe she's on morphine, but she's not showing any signs of being on no motherfucking morphine at all. You want to say that. That's why y'all kept saying it. Y'all can't tell us anything else, but you go tell us that she's on morphine. That's the piece that you don't want people to know, unless you want to say it and make us believe something else. She's on a Baker Act hold, no doubt. She's on a 5150 hold. She's not connected to any monitoring devices for somebody who made it upstairs. Not one. And yeah, she's sitting there playing in everybody's face about it. No fucking doubt. They'll hold you for 3 days. So she went on Friday, so they'll hold a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes they do a 5-day hold. If you say, I'm still feeling like I'm a jump off a bridge, they'll hold you Sunday, Monday. Oh, she wasn't there Friday. Why do I keep saying Friday? She went there on Monday. So they will hold her Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's the standard mandatory 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then if she said, I might do something to harm myself, I'm not ready, then they're going to hold her 2 more days. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. She'll be out soon. She will definitely be out soon. Let me look up Texas and see what their Baker Act regulations are, because every state's different. Let me see. Texas Baker Act. She's not on morphine. She's not on morphine. Regulations. Baker Act. Oh, they don't call it Baker Act. That's for Florida. No, it's a Florida-based law. Is where it was established at. It's Baker Act in Texas. Under the Baker Act in Texas. Oh, click. Here we go. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. How long can a mental hospital keep you in Texas? Voluntarily checking into a psychiatric hospital is easy. That's what it seemed more like she's at, in a psychiatric hospital, because baby, they ain't got shit connected to her. But let's go ahead and look at this YouTube video where they break it down for us. Hold on. Let me see. Can we say that Took's a shapeshifter, a chameleon, a jack of all? What do you know about shapeshifters? Roro said, I ain't never seen. Oh, yes, she said sink, baby. She meant that. I can hear it now. I ain't never seen nobody on morphine sitting upright and talking. Not somebody who don't have anything in their system. If you're not a pill popper, if you don't take medicine, if you take morphine, if you take any narcotic on a regular basis, and they give you morphine, it ain't, I mean, you will be up talking like how she is. But if you don't have shit in your system, if you clean, your system is completely devoid of any type of narcotic, drug, or anything, and they give you morphine, you won't be doing what she doing. Your ass would be knocked the fuck out. It's morphine. It's morphine. I mean, that's a step up. Where my nurses at? Any nurses in here? Is Tanya, you on here, LaTanya? I mean, come on now. Hold up, let me show y'all this right quick. Where happened to you? Oh, here we go. So hold on, because you ain't about to play these games, baby. We want to know. Just tell us what's up. I'm gonna tell y'all what's up with my court shit soon as I can. I promise you that. Let me see. Hold on. Where are you? Hold up. Oh, I need to. Let's see. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. But I can remove you. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hold on. There it is. There we go. Let me did see. Add you. Let's take you down. Let's go over here. Here we go.
And a big story that we have been working on. Imagine voluntarily checking into a private psychiatric hospital, then the workers telling you that you cannot check out. Multiple families have come forward, and tonight they say they have proof their loved ones have become victims. Brett Shipp investigates in this WFAA original.
Mayhill Hospital, Denton, Texas. Its mission to provide compassionate care to those individuals living with mental illness. But an internet surf for hospital reviews reveals many less flattering remarks. One mother writes about her daughter's stay, her health and safety were actually jeopardized by the subpar care. We found that mother, and as it turns out, that family's experience was captured on video.
Jason stood up and Viviana rushed him, grabbed his wrist, and started pulling him away from the door and was trying to shut the door at the same time.
You're watching Jason Huff and his wife Govinda trying to help their daughter escape from Mayhill Hospital last March. They say they were frustrated after seeing their daughter receive 3 days of questionable care. Govinda was photographing her daughter's wristband when the staff member lunged to stop her.
So then I just tried to get her away from the door, and I was trying to get my family out of that room because it turned into a violent confrontation.
It continued down the hall and into the lobby, where Jason shoves one worker out of the way, trying to help his wife and daughter run out the front door.
My wife and Madison start getting out that door. Another staff member from behind tackles me to the floor.
Well,
When the doors popped open, that's when I pushed Madison across the threshold and I said, "Run."
Their daughter had checked herself
Tay did say that they won't let her leave.
In at Mayhill for depression on a Friday night. The next day, she says she told a staff member she wanted to leave. State law says voluntary patients can check themselves out and must be released within 4 hours unless a doctor declares them unfit. The law also says staff shall assist the individual in creating a written request to leave. Madison says she spent the next 2 days asking to leave. Medical records show the doctor signed her discharge at 9 a.m. Monday. Again, she was not released. She escaped. But the Huff's frustrations are far from unique. This summer, at another mental health hospital, Sundance Behavioral Health Care in Garland, we followed Annie Britling fight to get her adult son released.
And he's so very sad and he's upset. He's being held hostage.
Her son checked himself in at Sundance 4 days earlier. By Friday night, she says he wanted to leave and signed a request for release. It's now Saturday morning. He's still inside and, according to medical records, cheerful and compliant. But workers won't release him or allow his exit examination by the doctor. That's when I follow her inside to gain his release.
Ma'am, I was here earlier, and I have a power of attorney over my son, a medical power of attorney.
This is null and void.
It's not null and void because it's not represented by an attorney.
In psychiatric, you have to have a psychiatric power of attorney.
I would like to talk to the doctor that's on call today about my son.
Damn, they rude. I'll fuck them up.
I would like to talk to the on-call doctor about my son.
I'll fuck Quisha up.
No, sir, we're gonna have to ask you. You can't record.
You're gonna have to leave.
They know they wrong.
Yes, this is Annie Britling.
It's now Monday morning, more than 48 hours after her son requested his release.
He should have been able to be examined by a physician within 24 hours of him signing that AMA paperwork on Friday night. And he was not examined by a doctor. He said that he did not see the doctor at all on Saturday.
Finally, at 4:17 p.m., after 5 days of trying, Britling emerges with her son, almost racing to get away. The same sort of emotional release Madison Huff says she felt fleeing Mayhill Hospital.
I thought I wasn't going to be able to leave. I thought they were going to strap my parents down. I thought they were going to strap me down. I thought, holy crap, I'm not going to be able to leave this hospital.
Adding to the trauma, her father, himself a peace officer, was charged by Denton police with assault. He faces trial next month. Mayhill officials have declined comment on the Huff's allegations, saying the family has not authorized them to talk. Mayhill did issue a statement saying staff members were injured during the altercation and that patients in general are evaluated by the clinical team that determines their needs and oversees a course of treatment and are dedicated to providing high-quality patient care. Attorney Martin Serkiel settled a lawsuit against Mayhill's sister hospital, Millwood in Arlington, last December. The lawsuit alleges his client was held against her will for the self-serving financial needs of the hospital. Millwood denied the allegations.
And the motivation is what?
Just money. Just money. It's over and over. And what's particularly, in my mind, sickeningly brilliant about it is that it's based upon $1 here and $1 there.
Sundance behavioral health care officials have declined to comment regarding Annie Britling's experience. She says her son is fine now. Madison Huff says she's better, but still bitter over having to escape a hospital she thought was there to help.
I wake up in a full-blown anxiety attack because I can't escape it. Even just going to sleep at night, it's terrifying because it feels so real.
Brett Shipp, Channel 8 News.
We have posted a piece of this story on Facebook. We did that earlier today. Within hours, we heard from other families giving similar accounts. So if you If you have a story that Brett does want to hear from you, you can email our team.
Okay. Well, y'all did hear Tay say, baby, they won the coins. Y'all did hear Tay say that she been trying to leave and they won't let her leave. Let me play that back. Hold on. She was in a lot of pain. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. But you gonna tell her she was in a lot of pain and on morphine though?
Real of the dinner.
I was doing that when I got the call that your food was horrible. And I was actually taking care of that other business. I gotta, if I've made one more, anyway. So I got to get back on the phone and take care of that business. And I'm trying to, I may, I'm scheduled to leave town today. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
She's scheduled
sometimes,
to leave town.
And people may say, how can you leave with your wife in the hospital? Well, I have to set up things, put people in place. And, I'll definitely be there in spirit. She understands why I may have to leave, that certain things can't be postponed. And that's it.
Water before you bring them, because
and laughing and joking with her and keeping a smile on that beautiful face.
Oh, thank you, babe.
And
I
I'm
have a
asking,
question. Go
what's
ahead.
your question?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody said they just got out the hospital. It ain't no fun. It ain't no fun. I know when I was in the hospital, and I told y'all, I tell the story all the time because, my little crazy, my little scary behind, they had to put me out the hospital. That's how serious I take my life and I value my life. I never asked the doctor, when am I leaving? They tried to put me out and they kept saying, well, do you feel safe at home? Like, no, I don't feel safe at home. I feel like if I go home, something's going to happen to me. I feel like I'm going to die or, I don't feel safe by myself. So I was in a hospital at least an extra 4 days.
That's a fucking lie. First of all, they ask you, do you feel safe at home? Because they're trying to determine if you're in a domestic violence situation. That's what they mean. Not you think you're going to slip and fall. They don't give a fuck about that. They're trying to get ahead of of releasing you to a volatile home situation. And that's why they ask you. And if you say no, then they find shelters and other places to put you so that you don't have to be released to your abuser. So Carmen, stop it.
Because I wouldn't leave. I mean, I felt like when I first found out that I had blood clots, that the hospital was the best place in the world for me to be. Even though I hated the hospital, they had medicine, they had stuff hooked up into me to keep me alive. And then I found out that there was medicines and that there are things that they could do for people with blood clots, and that I could actually live a long, normal life as long as I stay on my medication. So, it's a reason for the madness that these doctors go through. It's a reason for what Tay is having to go through, because she has some serious stuff going on. We don't really care to disclose, or if she ever decide to talk to you guys about what's going on with her, she will do that. Go ahead, babe.
Oh, I was wondering if you had put up the reel.
I can't say if it was. That's great.
No, I'm good. No, I'll just do the 2 boiled eggs. It's a lot. They watch and can't talk.
And then so I don't know. I was just listening to this last person, and the thing is that I'm glad that you're in a good mood and being positive and staying upbeat, because that's half the battle mentally of what you're dealing with. People don't have any idea what you're going through, that you're in a special unit for observation, that they don't let you stay in the hospital unless something's wrong. So,
and there's the final piece of the puzzle.
She's not going to be on here.
You're in a
woe is me. Woe is me to me. I mean,
you're in a special unit for observation. That sounds like a psycho to me, because baby, they're gonna be observing the shit out of you, and you ain't gonna have all the machines hooked up. It sounds like she's at a psych hospital or in the psych ward, and she's being observed. Carmen just said it just now in so many words.
I mean, we were up all night last night, like about 5 o'clock this morning or so. I finally came home because I'm in there. I done jumped in the bed with her, taking up the whole bed. It's a baby bed, and then I'm snoring. So she done been up 48 hours pretty much. But I think we got 3 hours of sleep the night before, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably snoring, and she's the one sick, and she can't rest. So I was happy to come home and lay in our bed and let her stretch out in that bed. But guys, it is serious. Someone's in the hospital. It is serious, and y'all just keep my Tay in y'all prayers. Very, very stressful, and we stay in prayer about her health, and God has got her.
Thank you, babe. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
You hear? That was beautiful. You did good. You rehearsed very well, and I like how you came with the planned speech. You did good. You heard her? Yeah, we know.
So when people say that you're there saying that you're nonchalantly, y'all have no idea.
You may not see everything. Y'all caught a glimpse. I was a little emotional last night when we got on live, but that's what happens. There's peaks and flows.
It's a roller coaster, and then I'm in her ear, and I'm actually fussing at her this morning, and actually stressed out and concerned at the same time, because I want answers. I want procedures done. And certain things can't be done now. And so she's like, well, babe, I'm doing the best I can, and I can't make them do this, and I can't make them do that. Well, you know,
You
when
having a hot
I'm
flash, that
there,
might be what
if
you
I
need
don't
it
miss
for.
the doctors, it'd be a whole different conversation when they're in the room. I know your baby, your nerves be shot when I be in there in the doctors, because I'll be back up there. I just got a few more things to do.
Yeah, she about to come back up here and cut up.
I mean, everything, each and every one of our lives is in God's hands, and they're trying to give her the best care. And nobody's gonna let anybody. I don't care if you have insurance or don't have insurance. Ain't none of these doctors finna let you stay in the hospital, not even for one day if it ain't serious. In fact, they try to push you out the ER. So if you go upstairs, there's a reason why my wife is upstairs.
But I'm not allowed to smile. I'm not allowed to, I don't know. I guess I'm just supposed to be like sad in the face and crying and all of that stuff. And then sometimes you just say, this is what it is, and I have to deal with it. And that's it.
And I mean, she's on morphine. She was in a lot of pain last night. She was in a lot of pain this morning.
Girl, bye.
So when she's upbeat and feeling well, I encourage her. I'm not there. Nobody's there with her to go online and, you know, talk to you guys. Because you guys y'all encourage her, y'all uplift her. And I love and appreciate each and every one of y'all for that.
Out there, we know you're able to heal. We give everything to you. She is your child. Yes. Then we're fine. If you said labs, then, you know, wrong patient.
Let's replay this. Did y'all hear that? She talking to two people who came.
It's a party in here right now. All we need is balloons and a little cocktail. You take it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
And let me pause this. If you in the hospital, they leaving that blood pressure cuff on your fucking arm. If you in there, you made it upstairs, it's serious. And if you on morphine, it's truly serious. And that blood pressure cuff is going to be hooked up to a machine. Come on, and it's going to be hooked up. It's going to stay on your arm. And every about 3 minutes, it'll inflate automatically and it'll send the numbers to the machine that you're hooked up to. She's not hooked up to a machine. You don't hear a machine. You don't see a machine. The lady just came and put the cuff on her arm. This is all bullshit. This is, and she's, just be honest with us. You know what I'm saying? Us, meaning your followers, not me, because, you know, whatever. But be honest with your followers if you're going to go to them and present them with something. Huh? If you're going to go to them and trying to make them believe that you're in so much pain and distress, but you don't want to tell them what kind of pain it is, and everything around you does not add up to what you're saying, you got some splaining to do, per usual, with your health. Not one machine.
That's good.
Well, they're doing her blood pressure and her temperature now, so that's what you hear. The thermometer sound.
All right.
Thank you. Can I get for anything else? Can I get a cup of ice and probably some more cranberry juice? If you don't mind.
Baby, they not taking that cup off you if you're in the hospital. It stays on. I promise you that.
Ooh, coach slip.
Oh, my slides.
That's expensive. I got shoes. So.
Well, I had my socks on yesterday to match, and I was ready to put my sneakers on, but then I thought about it and was like, I do not want to walk around having to tie shoes up. So that was the easiest thing for me to throw on before I left the house. Well, actually, when I went to the doctor, I wasn't coming to the emergency room. I went to the doctor, and then the doctor sent me here.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I was only
told him
out
you was
for
suicidal.
a second.
Tay, stop. Just tell your people what's up. Not me, because you ain't gonna tell your people. Stop playing in people's damn face.
2 hours.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Thank you, dear. Yes, it could. And I don't, and I'm good. I want to be here. I'm gonna open them. Yes, please. Is there any way you can take that tray? Because I don't think the lunch lady from dietary, I don't think she's coming back. Thank you so much.
The lunch lady from dietary.
And I do want to keep the
So
orange
you want a
juice in the
special
water.
diet in there?
Thank you. Erica, you're absolutely phenomenal. Okay.
Go up a little bit so I can get them looking.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. If you could just turn them off. Yes, turn that one off. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Woo. Yeah, I wasn't in a hospital gown earlier because I was still down in the ER. So when you're down in the ER, you don't change out. So somebody had an issue with me not being in a hospital gown. Jeannie Davis, these stupid people, I guess they're satisfied now. They were so pressed that you weren't in a hospital gown. Child, listen, they probably are so short that they're not putting people in hospital gowns because that's more laundry that they have to do.
Tay, get the fuck out of my face, please. Go play in somebody else's face. If you're in the ER and you're in so much pain and you're so effed up that they have to send you upstairs, the first thing they want you to do when you get there is disrobe. They want you to take your street clothes off so that they can hook up the EKG machines to your body. They can have easy access to your body, to do a number of things, to draw blood, to check your heart, to check this, to check that. They want you to the first thing anybody do when they go to the hospital, if you're in that much pain and your doctor sent you there and you didn't look in pain to me, if that was the ER room, the waiting room downstairs, walking around, pushing things around, doing skits and all of that, they want you need to take your clothes off. I don't know, any of y'all ever been to the hospital? The first thing they tell you to do is take your clothes off and put the gown on. Don't tell me that they so short-handed. Come on, Tay. I be giving y'all a little pass, a little something, you know what I'm saying? Going light on y'all. But this right here, y'all gonna make me go hard because you lying. They must be short-handed looking away because they're not everybody has on a robe. So that not at any national hospital in any statewide hospital in Texas. Now maybe at the crazy ward, that might be the case. At the one of them hospitals like we just saw. Maybe, but you're not going to tell me they told you not to put, or you didn't put on a robe or a hospital gown, or you weren't encouraged to put one on because they were probably short-handed with the laundry staff. No, they want them clothes off your ass for a number of reasons. Okay. Let's take this down. I think we've seen enough of this. Stop it, Tay. You need to stop it. Leslie Lambright said, oh, she was in the psych ward. Miss Lotz said she doesn't sound in pain and talking clearly, eating up everything in sight. Right. Okay. Stop it. So this is all it's fugazi is what it is. I don't believe it for one moment. I think that this was all a plot to get out of court, and it worked. Because they I guess they would have claimed they had an unforeseen emergency, like going to the hospital. But when you're on live, you need to stay off of live if that's going to be your alibi. You don't need to be on live showing that you're fine, you're okay, you know what I'm saying? And the person who's supposed to go to court is up and about, Carmen, and with no problem. So, okay. So nobody knows you like your mom, okay? So Tay's mom, her name is Felice. That's actually not her real name. She changed her name. I don't know if it's legally or what, but she shared with everyone that she changed her name to Felice, which means happy in Spanish. Feliz Navidad. Okay. Which means, happy Christmas or Merry Christmas. So Feliz in Spanish means happy. Okay, so she changed her name to Feliz, and Tay and her mom have been in this ongoing, never-ending war with each other. Started from when Tay was a child. We're not about to get into all that. But her mom obviously knows what's going on with her in the hospital because she watches her pages, and I think she's in some of these groups too and stuff like that. So she keeps abreast of things that's going on. And her mom actually issued a statement. Hold on. Put my face back up here. Tay's mom actually took to her Facebook page, and it has since been deleted. I'm glad that I saw it and that you guys posted it up in our room and all that kind of stuff. We're a team. That's what teams do, right? Tay's mom made an announcement and said, this is nothing new. Meaning Tay's shenanigans, being in the hospital, this whole ordeal. This is nothing new. Every time there is a need for extra attention, she comes up with a panic attack that can be done at will. Okay, so her mom's saying this is fugazi. This is staged. This is what she does. And then she said, somebody said something to her. She said, yes, this is to take the attention away from someone or something else that had everyone else's attention, probably the Corina and Carmen's case. She has got to manipulate the scene to stay in the center of things. Okay. Count how many times she has been hospitalized and what else was taking place in her world. So every time she went to the hospital, what else was going on in her world? Put two and two together is what her mother's saying. Acting too stressed out to handle whatever was currently going on at the time. Wow. This is straight from her mama's, fingertips, honey. She's letting y'all know that her daughter's an actress and that she loves attention. And anytime anything's going on in Tay's life, Tay is going to something that's stressful that she can't handle. A man leaving her, a woman leaving her, anything and everything. Okay. Rico leaving her, whatever it may be. She can't handle it. Okay. She is going to throw a hissy fit, according to her mom, and throw a panic attack, get admitted to the hospital so she could be the center of attention, which is where she loves to be, according to her mom many times. and take the focus off of somebody else and put the shine back on her, and that it's all a setup from the get up. That's what her mama said. That's what her mama said. And I can see that. I can absolutely see it, because we haven't seen Tay so-called in the hospital with something debilitating like this since we met her. Really? We saw the nasal passage thing, the deviated septum and all that. But like being checked in a hospital with a mystery illness, we haven't seen that in the last year from Tay. But it's mighty convenient the day before court. That's what it is. Ms. Leslie said, I have to put on a hospital gown always, every time I went to the ER. They make you put that gown on. It's not optional. You have to get out of your clothes and into a gown so they can have easy access to your body. Unless you're in a crazy ward, and then you have the option of doing different things, because they don't really need easy access to your body. They need access to your damn mind. Room totally silent. That's a dead giveaway right there. All right. Okay, guys, we have been on for an hour and 51 minutes. I'm keeping these shows to around an hour and a half. So we're over by 20 minutes or so, but that's okay, because I love kicking it with you guys. So, but we will be back. Today is what, Wednesday? We'll be back on Friday and Saturday. We will be talking about Darius Crooks and all the people he be throwing away and dismissing and all that stuff, and what's going on with his current videographer. Y'all know who he is, Corey. He's been around for a little minute, and we'll be talking about what's happened with him and why Darius has yet again thrown away another person who is connected to him professionally, personally, whatever it may be. And we'll be going into that a bit more, because I'm sure over the next few days, the story will develop even more than it has. So we'll cover that, and we'll talk about that. We'll be talking about Papa Bear's return back to the scene. He was there the other day whenever Nikki was live on her page, and Burnt Lips, or whatever y'all call her. She was live, and she just had to say something to him to let everybody know that he was, present. And at first he ignored her, and she had to say it again. And then finally he said something. And because he doesn't like to be on camera. I mean, that's what he said. That's what I know that he said. He doesn't like to be on camera, but it is the first of the month. So he did come back on around the first. And, just playing all up in her face. You know what I'm saying? And she playing all up in our face. That's what it is. So that's what happened. Niggas come and they go. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's money time. So we'll be talking more about that too. The thespian and her working on it. We'll be talking more about that, as well as more Crook and Took stuff when Tay gets discharged from the hospital. So we'll have quite a bit more to talk about on Thursday when we go live again, right here on Patreon and or YouTube. You can watch on the Patreon app, which it'll take you straight to the YouTube video, or you can just go straight to YouTube. Again, if you haven't figured out how to get YouTube hooked up on your television to watch this show and some of your other favorite content creators, you are missing out big time. It is so much more fun, and it's just better, a completely better experience. And it's super, super easy to do. If you have like a Roku or Apple TV or Fire Stick, any of those things, YouTube is already preloaded on it. So you just go to YouTube. I don't even think, well, you do have to sign in, because this is a special thing that we're doing here. So you have to sign in. Make sure you sign into your account that's attached to your Patreon member fee, dollar membership here on YouTube. Make sure that you are signed into that. Make sure you're signed into Patreon, and then just come on and start watching the show. All right. So, but you guys already know, because you're here, so you know the process. But that's how you do it on YouTube on your TV. Find the app on your streaming device that's connected to your TV. Click on it and let the good times roll. I promise you won't go back to your phone after you experience YouTube on your TV. So, all right, guys, listen. You all have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of the night. It's 1:35 in the morning. Y'all are still part of the night crew. I definitely appreciate the support, the love, and y'all just holding me down. I definitely appreciate that. and not listening to all that shit that's going on out there, because I don't give a fuck about it. And clearly y'all don't either. And I appreciate that. All right. Y'all have a lovely rest of the night. And I will see you on the next episode of Nandy After Dark, the Patreon paid edition. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.